Hello. Thank you for joining us to hear about the Florence Township School District's strategic planning process. My name is Jesse Adams, and along with my partner, Terry Lewis, we are field service representatives from New Jersey School Boards Association, and we are supporting the superintendent and the Board of Education in developing Florence Township School District's 2021 to 2026 strategic plan. During this presentation, we will tell you about what is strategic planning. Dr. Donna Ambrosius, your superintendent, will provide some information on the state of the district. And then we'll talk about the strategic planning process. And then we'll let you know how you can help through our survey. And then we'll wrap up with next steps. So what is strategic planning? Strategic planning is the process of identifying an organization's long-term goals and determining the best approach for achieving those goals. A strategic plan creates an organizational vision, and that vision will direct and motivate and inspire all of the members of the community to work together for that common goal of improving and advancing student achievement. The other advantage of strategic planning is that it continues an ongoing cycle of planning, assessment, and decision-making that optimizes the limited resources that a district has, and it also increases the communications to all of the stakeholders in the community that have a vested interest in the plan. Florence Township is currently finishing up on their current plan, which was put together for the 2016 through 2021 school year. Their next plan that we are developing will take the district from school year starting in 2021 and ending in 2026. This shows the components of the strategic planning process. The board has started this process with a commitment that's shown here at the base of the pyramid by bringing in New Jersey school boards to assist them to develop the next 5-year journey that they're about to embark on. Your superintendent will be providing information relating to the state of the district, and then the work that has already been done to date help to identify strengths, challenges, and the vision for the district. And then following the next steps in the pyramid, we will be working on developing goals, objectives, some strategies, and ultimately the action plan that everyone will work towards for the next 5 years. This is Florence Township's mission statement, and as you can see, it's pretty comprehensive and sets the tone for the district on how they work together in a collaborative fashion with all stakeholders to advance student achievement. The mission statement says the Florence Township School District, in partnership with students, families, and the community, will provide a diverse, challenging, and enriching academic experience with the goal of developing independent, creative, successful individuals who are ethical and responsible contributing members of society. The district commits itself to creating a high-achieving educational environment in which all children will be able to reach their full potential and excel in a changing world. At this time, Dr. Donna Ambrosius, your superintendent, will be providing some information regarding the state of the district.
Hello, this is Dr. Ambrosius, Superintendent of Schools for Florence Township School District. I will be presenting for you the State of the Schools Strategic Planning Session 1, which was held on March 17th, 2021. Board of Education members are actively involved in this process. Specifically, Mrs. Christine Skinner, Board of Education President, and Mrs. Michelle Baracci are helping in the strategic planning process. The mission statement for the Florence Township School District is in partnership with students, families, and the community will provide a diverse, challenging, and enriching academic experience with the goal of developing independent, creative, successful individuals who are ethical and responsible contributing members of society. The district commits itself to creating a high-achieving educational environment in which all children will be able to reach their full potential and excel in a changing world. Within our community, the 2020 Quick Census Facts estimates that there are 12,489 people within the Florence Township community, 4,941 households. We are seeing a slight increase since the 2010 census. It is important to note that we are seeing a significant business growth throughout our community. Within the Florence Township School District, there are 3 school buildings: the Roebling Elementary School, which was built in 1914, the Riverfront Middle School, which was built in 1951, and the Florence Township Memorial High School, which was built in 2005. As identified on this slide, there have been renovations to the Roebling Elementary School and the Riverfront Middle School. The Florence Township School District is made up of 65 non-certificated staff members and 143 certificated staff members. Their certificates range from a BA to a Master's plus 30. An important aspect that we must review is the enrollment numbers that the Florence Township School District currently has. When we started our strategic planning process back in 2015, we had 1,759 resident students. 1,595 were enrolled within the Florence Township School District. 35% of those students were identified on free and reduced lunch, and 12% were identified in special education. If you see in this chart, it's outlined that we have a decrease in our resident students. In the 2020-2021 school year, there are only 1,619 resident students, and 1,465 of those students are enrolled within the Florence Township School District. 26% are identified on free and reduced lunch, and 15% are identified in special education. It is important to note that during this pandemic school year, students were not required to complete the free and reduced lunch, so that number may not be accurate. The school ethnic summary report is important to review as well. It is identified that 11% of our students are Asian Pacific Islander, 21% Black or African American, 10% Hispanic or Latino, less than 1% American Indian or Alaska Native, 1% identified multiple categories, less than 1% Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander, and 56% identified white. An important part of the school district is the allocation that we receive from the state aid. On this chart, you will identify the allocation from 2016-17 to our current allocation for the 21-22 school year. Allocations are based on enrollment numbers. As you can see from the 21-22 school year, we do see a decrease in our school aid as a result of the decrease in the number of students enrolled. In 2015-2016 school year, the Strategic Planning Committee established 5 goals: student achievement, facilities, technology, funding, community connection. These goals were the driving force of our initiatives for the past 5 years. During the next few slides, we'll identify some of the highlights that align to these goals and objectives. Student Achievement Goal 1. With creative thinking, the Florence Township School District will develop new and alternative programs to meet the diverse needs of the whole student, to maximize academic achievement for all students. In regards to programming, we have expanded our course offerings in all grades, specifically film, theater, dance, and additional honor courses have been added at the Riverfront School. Theater and dance programs is also offered at the high school. At the high school, we've had an additional 11 AP courses as of the 2021 school year. 70 students are taking 101 exams and 15 AP Scholar students in 2020. We've updated our high school program of studies and expanded technology, science, and electives for students in grades 9 through 12. We received national recognition from the College Board as an AP Honor Roll school for simultaneously increasing access to AP courses for underrepresented students while improving AP achievement. There were only 373 schools in the United States and Canada who were similarly recognized. Our STEM programs have also been offered at our Riverfront and the Roebling schools. We've increased our expansion of opportunities for our Roebling students in different events and activities. For example, at Roebling, we offer various events such as STEAM Saturdays, Girls on the Run, Morning of Code, Girls Who Code, and Family Math Mornings. At our Riverfront School, we've added our fall and winter sports and clubs and activities such as Riverfront Reads, Riverfront Cares, Hip Hop Dance, Drama, Choir, Board Games, Art Club, Student Council, Robotics, National Junior Honor Society, Band, and No Place for Hate. It's also important to note that our robotics team were awarded the Champions Award and the Core Values Award. At Florence Township Memorial High School, we've extended activities and clubs such as Marching Band, National Honor Society, No Place for Hate, Black and Latinx Student Union, Computer Science Club, Interact Club, Newspaper Club, Student Council, Choir, Yearbook, Debate, Environmental Club, Game Club, and Unified Club. We've also expanded sports opportunity in the volleyball, and the unified basketball. Through our partnership with RCBC, we've expanded our dual enrollment options for now offering 19 AP courses. We've expanded our preschool and our special education programs, implementation of a blended learning activities, the establishment of a mental health committee, review and update of district curriculum, initiated a district-wide equity team, initiated reading initiatives such as Roebling Reads and Riverfront Reads, partnered with the Anti-Defamation League for No Place for Hate at the Riverfront School and the Florence Township Memorial High School, expanded our opportunities for entrepreneurship with Riverfront School Store, and hands-on learning through our Roebling Garden. It is also important to note our expansion of our social-emotional learning initiatives that were held in all 3 buildings, our focus on character education, which was highlighted every month. Roebling Elementary School became a state school of character, which was only 76 schools nationwide recognized with this honor. It's the implementation of the PBIS program through our partnership with the Boggs Center at Rutgers University. Strategic planning goal number 2 was that of facilities. Through building strong relationships between community, staff, and students, Florence Township Schools will maintain a safe learning environment while upgrading and beautifying our facilities. As outlined on this chart, you can see that safety was our main priority. The Florence Township Memorial High School obtained a grant that would build a more secure front vestibule and a front wall to our atrium area. We were also able to expand our swipe access points through all outside doors and classrooms, and we were able to add additional cameras and lighting. The Riverfront School, we were able to expand our swipes, cameras, and lighting, and we have a pending grant for enhancements to the entranceway. Roebling Elementary School recently completed a project for the front entranceway vestibule, which will now have a more secure entranceway into the building and into the main office area, as well as ADA compliance for a new wheelchair ramp. We were also able to expand our swipe access, cameras, and lighting on school grounds. In regards to facilities is that of safety. Professional development on emergency safety and security was provided to all employees in such programs as Stop the Bleed and de-escalation. We installed panic buttons in all buildings district-wide. We've also continued to partner with the Florence Township Police Department in drills and security enhancements, including our summer drills with the state police. We've added additional SROs through our district. As you are aware, we did have a referendum that included additional areas of enhancements for all three buildings. Unfortunately, that referendum was unsuccessful. Strategic planning goal number 3 was that of technology. Create 21st century learners. Before the time of the pandemic, we were steps ahead in creating a learning environment which embraced technology at all levels. We successfully obtained Future Ready certification at the bronze level through New Jersey. As well, we implemented one-to-one implementation of our Chromebooks, updated switches and maintenance to support these devices. Through professional development, we offered ed camps to our staff for individual learning opportunities and Google certification. As well, we offered parent technology trainings both virtually and in person when we were able to. Additional business courses and offerings were expanded at the high school level. The Florence Township School District has done a wonderful job in supporting the technology initiatives in many areas. For example, we've expanded and implemented wireless access points between classroom and buildings so not to disrupt learning opportunities for our students. Classrooms are equipped with such items as a smartboard or an interactive flat panel TV, document cameras, projectors, laptops, and so on. The district also purchased Google Workspace for Education to support both our hybrid and remote digital learning. iMacs are purchased for our film classes at Riverfront, and hotspots are provided for students as needed. Also through technology, we have various online learning platforms to support our students, such as Google Workplace for Education, ThinkCentral, Kami, YouTube, Edpuzzle, Screencastify, and so on. Students are evaluated 3 times a year by NWEA MAP online evaluation platform for ELA and math in grades kindergarten through 8th grade. As well, students are monitored by teachers using GoGuardian software. It allows teachers to see the students' work in real time, even if they're at home. As well, under the umbrella of our technology goal, we've been able to expand our bandwidth to support all of our devices for online resources access. School Messenger District Alert System keeps parents, staff members, and the community well informed and up to date about district activities. Board of Education meetings and major school functions are streamed online through our YouTube channel and can help keep the community involved. Our state-of-the-art firewall supports the VPN connection and web filtering for online secure access from remote or on-site. Strategic planning goal number 4 was that of funding, to identify and cultivate realistic, sustainable, stable funding sources for the district. Now more than ever, it is important that we identify grant resources to support our learning objectives. For example, we've identified 4 grants that were obtained by the district this year to support our online learning. That included the CARES grant in the amount of $262,000, the Digital Divide grant in the amount of $169,000, and the CRG grant, which was in the amount of $108,000. Also, to support our objectives and activities was the grant from the Burlington County Freeholders for security upgrades at the high school in the amount of $707,000. We've also partnered with Florence Township to obtain pilot funds for security upgrades at the Roebling Elementary School in the amount of $430,000. We also currently have a security grant pending with New Jersey in the amount of $87,088, which will be used for security upgrades at the Riverfront School. It is also important to highlight our partnership with our local agencies. The Florence Township Education Foundation donated over $12,000 in teacher grants over the past 4 years. We've also received local donations through our partnerships with Amazon, Boys Pharmacy, and so on. We've received support from all of our parent organizations, and also want to highlight the grants received from the Roebling School Library and our LEAP programs in the amount of $4,800. Goal number 5 of the strategic planning initiative was that of communication and community involvement. Broaden and simplify the ability for the direct and indirect community to be involved and notified. Through partnership with the Florence Township Education Foundation, PTOs, and PO, we were able to identify various activities and initiatives that we had occurring within our school buildings. As well, you can find this information through our social media announcements on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, monthly newsletters from each building, and the district-wide weekly s'mores. We've also had our students participating in the community when we can through such activities of book clubs and tutoring. Unfortunately, many of these activities had to be halted during the 2021 school year due to the pandemic. We have an ongoing partnership with the Florence Township Municipality, Florence Township Police Department, and the Florence Township Fire Department. We also have a dedicated YouTube channel for live streaming of events to keep you involved when you can't come on campus. So those were just a few of the highlights under each of the previously identified goals for our strategic planning. We have a lot to be proud of, but we also know we have a lot more work to be done. We want to make this the best opportunities for our students and our staff moving forward. We are looking for your input and your feedback in regards to our strategic planning process. A survey will be shared with the community that you can help identify what our goals should be in the next 5 years. Should you have any questions regarding the strategic planning survey, please contact your building administrator or my office for further information. We thank you for your time and we appreciate your partnership in our strategic planning goals. Thank you.
The strategic planning process that we are using started with establishing a stakeholder committee. The Board of Education and Superintendent sent invitations out to the district community and solicited stakeholder volunteers to commit to serving on a strategic planning stakeholder committee. The district received 50 district volunteers, and they were set up into 5 subcommittees, which were comprised of a balanced cross-section of parents, staff, community members, board members, and others. The 5 subcommittees of the stakeholder committee met on March 17th, and during that session, the groups worked on identifying the strengths, achievements, and challenges of the Florence Township School District. They also worked on developing vision initiatives and student skills, qualities, and characteristics that were important to the future of the school district. The key premises that we are stressing throughout this strategic planning process is that we should not focus this plan on the pandemic. As we move away from the pandemic, we should be thinking about, for the next 5 years, what are we going to do to improve student achievement for all of the students within the district? How can you help us in this process? Well, the stakeholder committee have developed the strengths, achievements, challenges, the vision initiatives, and the student skills, qualities, and characteristics. What we need from you is your perspective on the importance of those elements, and we're doing that through our survey. At the end of this presentation, you will find a link to the survey as well as a QR code to the survey. Either of those will allow you access to take the survey and provide us with valuable information that will help us shape the goals and objectives for this plan. This strategic planning process will allow us to take the stakeholder committee work as well as the survey results and blend them together to ultimately arrive at the goals and objectives that will be the foundation for the Florence Township School District 2021 to 2026 strategic plan. The next steps. Over the next couple of months, the strategic plan committee will get back together and they will review the survey results, and then they will develop the goals and objectives for the strategic plan. And then at the June Board of Education meeting, we will present the final strategic plan to the Board of Education and the public for the board's approval. So as you can see, we still have a few steps to go before we can complete the plan, but we can't move forward without your help. So please take the survey. This slide shows the survey link as well as the survey QR code. And on behalf of the Board of Education, let me thank you in advance for helping us develop the Florence Township School District 2021 to 2026 strategic plan. Take care and have a great day.